So you want to learn how to do your eyelashes and your eyeliner to make your eyes pop? Well, let me show you. Okay, so I'm going to start by curling my lashes, and I know that looked absolutely insane, but the curler I'm using is from Shiseido and it's wonderful. Okay, trust me, this works. Then you're gonna go in with a lash primer. I'm using this one from Lancome, and I really like using a primer to give you a really nice base. Just like you would use a primer on your face before you put your face makeup on, the lash primer just gives you a little bit of a map and more volume for your mascara. It looks like this when you put it on. Just a thin layer. A key trick that I always recommend for when you're doing your lashes is to wait about 20 to 30 seconds between your layers so that they get a little bit tacky when you put the next one on. That way it builds up off of it and gives you a perfect voluminous look. So for today's mascara, I'm going to use the new L'Oreal Extensionist mascara, which by the way, it's phenomenal. And I'm going to wiggle the product root to tip, really trying to coat my lashes and make sure that they are all pointing in the right direction. Now, I use a lot of mascaras, so the real trick is this method versus the actual mascara that you're applying. It's quite hard for me to say that I have a favorite. I do have a handful that I do rotate between, but it's all about making sure that each layer gets a little bit tacky before you put the next one on. I also don't have a set number of layers that I stop at. I just keep going until I feel like they look good. And as I'm doing my lashes, I just came up with a name for this method. I'm gonna call it the wiggle and wait, because you wiggle the wand through your lashes and then you wait for them to get tacky before you put on the next layer. It's genius. And for the lower lashes, I do 2 layers, and I do that same wiggle and wait method where I let them get a little bit tacky so that they layer and make your eye pop. Once I'm satisfied with how the lashes are looking, I take an eyeliner and I just tightline underneath where the lashes start, so like at the base, right under here, and you need to have a very steady hand and do this slowly so you don't poke your eye out. Okay, so here's the difference between the eye with and then without eyeliner. It just makes your lashes look so much darker and deeper, and it makes them look a little bit more bold, so can't complain. And I like to go over the waterline a couple of times to like really deepen and darken that base. I forgot to mention the eyeliner that I use is from Kulfi Beauty. So there you have it, the eyelash and eyeliner tutorial to make your eyes pop and look so bold and beautiful.